Hey guys, welcome back. After yesterday's video crapping on the AMD GPU, I thought that today we would start by playing some games on it and having just a good time. And hopefully talking some tech. So, I'm going to play my favorite game, which is Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. And we're going to see how it goes. Honestly, I was a little harsh on the GPU yesterday. A lot of you guys weren't too happy. I haven't, just like I said this in the comments section, I haven't really done anything to the GPU apart from adjusting the fan speed, because let's see, what else do we have here? Because it was overheating. Let's cancel this one. Take that one, and we're gonna get into some turf takeover, which is the best. Let's check Rux real quick. Ah! That's such a flex. This is the biggest flex card in the game. Man. I want that now. So yeah, really, I've had my hiccups with the GPU. Mostly in the last 2 weeks. Like, you know, I've had it for over 3 months now. And, most of the hiccups have been in the last 2 weeks. I didn't really change anything apart from, like, downloading the Pro Edition drivers because, FNAF, which game was it? Pizza Sim? Pizza Sim wasn't working without the Pro Edition drivers. And I had to, I looked, on the internet for reasons that was the case. Nobody's playing right now. How come nobody's playing at 10:21 on July 10th? There's gotta be like one server that's full. Okay, let's return to backyard and see if we can get into that server. Yeah, so I was a little harsh on the GPU, but you know, in my first video on it, just after I got it, I was a little overexcited, so I was a little too kind to it, I think. I would say my descriptions from the last video are more accurate than my initial descriptions. Like, in the first video, I said that it was getting 65 degrees Celsius solid when under full load, which is not the case. Like, this game doesn't put, oh my gosh, nobody's playing right now. Oh wait, oh good, people are playing right now. See, this game's not dead. But in the first video, I said that it was getting 65 degrees Celsius solid under full load. This game doesn't put it under full load. That's kind of how I was testing it, like, and I didn't realize that this wasn't putting it under full load. And it wasn't solid 65. It would creep up. And after I later tried it on Battlefront 2, and the performance was a lot worse in that game. Well, heat-wise, the performance was a lot worse in that game. I'm gonna die. So, my initial heat descriptions weren't accurate. But in this video, they were more, in the most recent video, they were more accurate. It has been getting hotter. 100% fan speed seems to kind of tame it. I think part of the problem is my case fans don't, you know, they aren't always ramped up enough to keep it cool, and I have adjusted the fan curve of my PC fans, like the case fans. What the heck? Ah. Yeah, so I don't know. After I, you know, it worked great for up until like the last 2 weeks. It was working as a normal GPU, just working great. The reason I said I kind of didn't want to recommend it was because I've been watching people who, you know, time is money for a lot of people. People don't have time to fiddle with these things. I enjoy troubleshooting. It can still be frustrating, but I enjoy it. Overall. And I kind of have time. I set aside time to do it. Not everybody wants to do that. Not everybody wants to set aside time. There are people who want a gaming PC that just kind of works. Like my brother has a gaming laptop with an NVIDIA GPU, and he hadn't downloaded new drivers since he got it, which was like a couple of years ago, and it was still working. So I don't know, there's something to be said for that. Some people just don't care and they don't want to tinker, and with all the issues I've been having, I've had to go through and figure out what's wrong. And as far as I know, my brother's never had issues with his NVIDIA GPU. And, you know, I'm the first person in my family to buy an AMD GPU. We haven't been in the PC space that long. I got my first desktop PC like 4 or 5 years ago, so it hasn't been that long. But I'm gonna die again. Forgive me if I play bad, because I'm talking and playing on controller at the same time, so this probably won't go very well. But yeah, I'm the first one to go AMD in my family. I was the first one to go NVIDIA in my family too. We haven't really had PCs. We've been console, or we had been console since I was a kid, because they're a lot cheaper and you don't have to troubleshoot. But NVIDIA has been a lot less problematic for us, I guess. I haven't really had that much exposure to much other than, like, well, I haven't had exposure to anything more powerful than a 2070, and that's my cousin's GPU, and I, you know, haven't been around that PC a lot, so I don't even have that much exposure to that. I need to change characters. I don't know why I'm playing as this guy. Oh! I'm dead. I'm gonna change characters because I don't need to be playing as this guy. Let's see, who are we gonna play as? We'll play as Shrimp because that's who I was leveling up. There we go. I'm the only one in my family that even remotely cares about tech. Like, I have 3 siblings, and both my parents, and, you know, they could care less. My parents, the most powerful PC they have is like an Intel i5, and that's it. It's just no GPU. My brother and my sister have the same gaming laptop, and my younger sister has a PC that's pretty similar to my old one with a 1660 Super. So, you know, if any of them had this GPU and they were trying to fix issues with it, they would probably just give up and you know, buy something different, probably. Either they'd buy something different or they'd have me do it for them. Have me fix it for them. So it's not like I'm a complete novice. I actually care about tech. I'm a computer science major. Hardware is kind of a passion to me, but I don't really know how to do that much with it. Like, I've never undervolted a GPU. My cousins tried to. It doesn't seem to help that much in in our experience, but you know, I don't know. I kind of I'm using this PC as a gaming PC. You know, and when you buy a product, you want it to kind of just do its thing out of the box. We're gonna lose. But I haven't done any schoolwork off of this PC. I've kind of reserved all of that to my thing. I've reserved all that for my framework. And if you haven't done that, it's actually really nice. It's pretty liberating. If you don't allow yourself to do work on your gaming PC, then when you're actually gaming, hey, I got first strike. That's nice. When you're actually gaming, you don't feel like you're obligated to be doing something else, you know? You can actually, like, sit back and relax and game. That's one reason I really like the Steam Deck, is it, you can't, you're kind of limited. Like, even if you wanted to do work on it, it'd be really difficult. So it makes working on it difficult, like doing schoolwork and stuff, not like repairing it or something. But doing schoolwork on it would be kind of difficult, especially like if you just used it the way I normally do, which is handheld mode. You know, I appreciate that it's separated from schoolwork and that you can kind of just use it as a console that plays PC games. I feel like a lot of PC gamers forget that there are people out there who just kind of want something that works right away. Like, I'm sure a lot of PC gamers are Android users, and they kind of just they're used to tinkering with dang it. I probably just got first struck there. But yeah, a lot of PC gamers I'm sure are used to just messing with their PC and trying to get it perfect, and you know, they don't really care about having a streamlined out of the box, you know, experience. I can't think of another word for experience. I use it too much. Come on! I can't out-damage a stupid life leech flower? Whatever. Vampire flower. 3%. So, I don't know. I'm starting to see more of the I just want it to work vibe, you know? A lot of people, well, most people I interact with don't care at all about having, or about tinkering with a PC. They don't care at all about solving their bugs and their issues that they're having. They don't, if they have bugs or issues, they either don't care or they don't understand how to. Like, my brother has a really hard time looking things up and asking Bing and or asking ChatGPT what the solution to his problem is. which, whatever. I really like this remote control. This is I have an Xbox controller. I got it for Christmas, and it's nice. Actually, I'm surprised. I mean, it felt small in my hands. Like, it made me feel old because, you know, I haven't really touched a controller since I got my PC several years ago. Like, before I was a PC gamer, look at how beautiful this game is, by the way. Look at how beautiful it is. I'm running 1440p, like ultra settings right now. (1440p) ultra settings at 144 frames. When this card hits, it makes these games feel so much better. Like, anyway, before I was a PC gamer, I mean, first I was a console gamer because we didn't have phones when I was really little. So I played the original Garden Warfare on Xbox 360, and the controllers, they just, they've gotten smaller in my hands. My hands have gotten a lot bigger. Heck yeah, that's what I like to see. Yeah. The controller felt really small when I picked it up, which made me feel old. And, oh! Die! Yeah. Woo. But yeah, it's a nice controller. It just felt really small in my hands. I was like, did these get smaller? And then I compared it to the one that that I had for my Xbox One, and it was the same size. So, age definitely hitting. Like, a lot can go down in 19 years. So I was a console gamer playing on the Xbox 360. That's where I started. And then I stopped. I didn't really play. So it was Xbox 360, and we also had a PS3. So we had like both worlds. Both really fun. I would definitely say I prefer the Xbox 360 controllers to the PS3 controllers. But it was always so fun. This game, that's one of the reasons this game is my favorite. It brings back a lot of memories, and I love playing it, and I play it more than any other game that I've played. But yeah, after I was a console gamer, I kind of stopped playing on the consoles because it's kind of weird to be playing in the family room with all your family watching you. And I didn't really want to move the consoles into my room because they're not really mine. Oh! They're not really mine. So, they belong to the family. And I didn't really want to take them, so it would have felt weird. So I played on my phone mostly after that. I had like an iPhone 6 for the longest time. iPhone 6 Plus, probably. And Pixel Gun was mostly what I played. And a lot of Minecraft. And we had really old tablets, and we played like Minecraft Pocket Edition and Minecraft Lite. Those are the good old days, man. Games just don't hit the same as they used to. Like, you can have fancy graphics and you can have all sorts of cool stuff in your game, but nostalgia is like the foundation of Generation Z. Like, I think we're the most nostalgic generation. Man, I'm doing terribly. Look at that. I'm like bottom 3. I am bottom 3. I don't feel like I've been doing that bad. I don't know. I'm pretty consistently mid at this game. Like, I have over 1,000 hours in it, and yeah, I'm still like mid. Also, since Steam published this game on, since they published it on Steam, there have been a lot of like new sweaty people showing up and showing me who's boss. Like, I can get top of the team if I really like zone in and, you know, mouse and keyboard and sit up and pay attention. But that's not how I like to play this game. Yeah, beat him up. I like to sit back. That's kind of why I got the controller, is I like to sit back and kind of enjoy just relaxing and shooting sunflowers in the face. That's kind of the beauty of this game, though. Like, it's not like Call of Duty where you have to be sweaty all the time. You can kind of just, like, sit back, relax, you know, die occasionally and beat people up occasionally. No! I should have known better. Taking on a plasma P is a death sentence. Old times. Good times, old times. Let's talk about the Steam Deck more. I said I would talk about it more in another video, but I might just do it in this one. I think it's been great since I got, since I got it. I haven't really had any issues with it. I mean, I've had some issues, but they've been my fault, so I don't count that against it. Like, I tried to dual boot Windows, and I kind of failed at doing it. Like, I mean, it worked. It just kind of sucked, so I got rid of it. Hey. That worked. I tried to dual boot Windows and it didn't turn out, and I installed SteamOS again, reinstalled SteamOS, and it kind of hasn't been the same since I did that, but I'm too lazy to go back in, and I mean, I guess at this point it wouldn't really make that big of a difference, because before I had to, like, if I reinstalled SteamOS, I would have gotten rid of my Garden Warfare 2 stuff. But now that it's on Steam, so I have it on Steam now too. Like, I've had this game for years and years, basically since it came out. Somebody! No! I was hoping somebody would die there. I didn't get anybody. But yeah, I've had this game pretty much since it came out, and well, I wasn't able to play it the first few years because I had like, I had a laptop, but it was like one of those $200 laptops that are made of like the worst plastics, and it barely worked because it had a hard drive instead of an SSD, and also the CPU was like unbelievably underpowered. Anyway, had this game for forever. I played it for forever. I've enjoyed it for forever. And now it's on the Steam Deck and I can play it. And I hope this game stays around for a good long time because I don't know what I'll move on to after it dies. Brains. Oh! Ah! No! Man, that sucked. I mean, this game hits different with controller. You know, you can really feel 144 frames when you're using controller. Like, not so much when you're using mouse and keyboard because your input is so direct, but when you're on controller, you can see the smoothness, like when you're turning, because it's such a consistent turn and you're kind of disconnected from the game. I'm surprised how well this controller works through Bluetooth, honestly. I would have it plugged in, but I kind of like to lean back. And also, I don't have a long USB-C cord. And that's the other thing about this. This has USB-C. Like, the old Xbox One controllers had micro USB, which was awful. I hate micro USB. My mouse has it. It's a Logitech G Pro wireless, I think, and it has micro USB. So lame. It's like taking a Rolls Royce and then putting like unsanded wood into it. Like the ugliest unsanded wood. I don't know, that's the best I got. Hello. Okay, sometimes when I do Imkata, it doesn't work. Why is that? Probably because it's busy hitting somebody else. So yeah, I'm into tech. That's kind of what I want my career to be around. I'd like to, when people ask me what I want to do for a living, I say something hardware based, probably. Like, I'm okay at coding. I think in a lot of cases I have an easier time with it than some of my fellow students. But I kind of enjoy the process. It's nice to figure out, because you kind of have to do like coding things on a base by base or case by case basis. Sorry, I always got that mixed up. Case by case basis, because a lot of problems that people have that require somebody to code something for them are kind of unique, you know? So I like you know, doing things that haven't been done before, or if they have been done before, I like figuring out my own way to get it done. And, you know, it's a nice challenge. Up! So I like the challenge. And I think the process is fun. I don't mind troubleshooting. That's the part that takes the longest usually. Can I jump higher on this thing? There we go. Ah! Chomper gave up pretty early there. Owie! Those bamboo shoots used to be way more powerful, I feel like. In the first game, they killed me all the time. Ah! Dude, these people are cracked. Look at that. Someone already has 66 vanquishes. Summon some zombies. I feel like a lot of people are... Oh, I'm gonna die. I don't know. I said in my video that, like my first video, I think it was, that going AMD is unheard of. And I think that I know the Steam hardware surveys aren't entirely accurate, but I'm pretty sure that they say AMD's like not even in like the top 10 or something. I'm gonna have to check that out. But I know for certain that AMD GPUs are not nearly as popular as NVIDIA. So, but you know, there are a lot of people in my comment section on the last video that were like offering up suggestions and saying that they haven't really had any trouble with their AMD cards. So, you know, that's kind of to be expected for everything that you buy that's tech, though. Like, I got my Framework laptop, and I haven't had any trouble with it whatsoever. Like, it's been great. You know, thinking about it a little bit more, I don't think that... Well, okay, let me continue with that point. It's been great, but some people in my comment section have said that theirs gets too hot, or theirs doesn't work as well, or, you know... And that, I feel like that's kind of to be expected with all tech. Anyway, we're gonna take this. 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 No! I was the last one. Man. Anyway, back to the framework. I feel like the price is a little bit less justified now than when I bought it. Like, $1,400 is a lot for a 12-core laptop. And I know, I mean, I don't know. I think it was Dave 2D, he was talking about it. I think he was talking about the laptop 16. And he was saying that it's a lot to pay for what you're getting. And he also said that this was one of his biggest points that really hit home for me. He said, do you really want to be using an old chassis years down the line? Like, do you want to be using the same chassis for upwards of a decade? And, you know, as somebody who likes new stuff, and, you know, most people do, that kind of hit home. Like, the framework, it looks great. The framework looks great, and you know, it's built well, but I don't know. I guess Apple users use the same, you know, they use the same chassis forever. They stick with their laptops forever. If you think about the framework as a competitor to an Apple product, I think it's like a no-brainer. But, you know, I guess it's like it's not as good as what it does. It's not as good at what it does as the Apple computers are. Like, people have really claimed how good, like, made it clear how good Apple computers are in the last few years, especially since the M series chips. Like, they're really good for video editing. They're really good for productivity. They're starting to get good with gaming even. Like, they're not there yet at all, like, by any means, but they're getting there. Let's see if we can get this. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Do I want to be using the same framework chassis in a few years from now? Well, I don't know. If it's all beat up, it kind of sucked to, you know, to keep using it. You're not really like, and even then, the boards, the replacement boards, are expensive, like for an upgrade. So I feel like I bought a laptop and kind of promised myself that I would upgrade a few years down the line, but I don't think I'll really ever. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know if I'd rather upgrade this laptop than just like buy a new laptop. I don't know. I probably would rather upgrade it. What did I have? I ran out of time. Ah, poopy. Oh, whoa. That guy didn't have any arms. Oh, this game's so funny. I love this game. Yeah, I don't know. I think the framework laptop 16 is a little overhyped, even by me. Like, it sounds super cool. Don't get me wrong. It sounds so cool. Like, to be able to swap out your GPU, it's super cool. But, like, it sounds like you're not going to be able to, like, hot swap your GPU. You're not going to be able to hot swap it for a battery. It's not something you're going to want to do, you know, between gaming sessions and, like, going to school. Because it seems like it's going to take based on what I've heard, it's going to take, like, 5 minutes or so to swap it. Like, you have to undo screws and stuff, and it's kind of a pain. So, I don't know. I mean, 5 minutes isn't that long. I'm sure a lot of you are thinking, oh, this is dumb. You don't have 5 minutes to spare, you know? But, again, like, it's not as good as hot swapping. Like, if it were hot swappable, can you imagine? That'd be so cool. Swap your GPU for an extra battery or whatever. I don't know. I feel like it's a little overhyped. It sounds super cool. It's a super cool concept, but I think you're paying a premium for promises. Uh-oh. Ah! I only have one Vanquish? This is terrible. I thought it was about the same on controller as I was on keyboard, but then I went controller for a long time, and then I swapped back to keyboard, and instantly I got, like, top of the team, so. Not the same. I'm not the same. And, you know, I'm pretty young still, and I'm kind of figuring out my opinions on stuff, tech products and so on. So everything I say might, you know, should be taken with a grain of salt, I think, because I don't really know very much. I'm just kind of giving like my impressions. And impressions, I don't know. I feel like they don't count for that much. But I do try to maintain a certain standard of integrity. Like I don't want to lie to anybody. So, and after the LTT scandal, I don't know. I feel like it's all well and good to have high standards for content creators, but you know, it means that for somebody that's trying to get into the space that doesn't know very much, that you know, doesn't have all the equipment for testing and so on, they can't really. Okay, dog potentially throwing up on my bed. Great. Yeah, I feel like for people that don't have the testing capabilities and so on, that, you know, it's much more difficult. You can't. It's. I'm not saying you shouldn't hold them to a high standard. I'm just saying that the standards are already set so high, and it's extra difficult for new up-and-coming people to kind of make mistakes. Everybody learns from mistakes. Like that's actually how I do most of my learning in school, is I make mistakes and then I figure out what I did wrong. Isn't that fun? This guy probably just got that gnome. Oh! Oh! I'm dead. I hate playing as that cactus. I have like 2 levels as that cactus, and I can't do it. I don't like Electropy, and I don't like that cactus. And I don't like Captain Cannon. I don't like the explode on demand people. Controversial opinion. But yeah, I guess one thing I'm learning is that I'm gonna be wrong about some stuff, and the people on the internet who comment on my videos are gonna be wrong about some stuff. And you know, everybody's wrong about stuff. And it just kind of depends on the subject matter. Like I'm not a professional, and I don't know everything about tech. I've got limited resources. I can't possibly know everything about every GPU because I don't. You know, the best I can do is like watch an LTT video or watch a Gamers Nexus video. I don't have the resources to go further than that. And even then, you know, what you can get out of those videos is very limited. So, you know, if you're commenting on my videos, first of all, I appreciate it. That it really does help out the algorithm. Like, my video yesterday had 0 views all day, and then like a couple people commented on it, and it skyrocketed to like 80. So it makes a massive difference if you guys comment. But I don't know, just try to keep it civil. I try to keep it civil, you know, with my comments on other people's videos as well as mine. Like if you say something mean to me, like I'm not gonna feel bad. I'm gonna do things wrong, you know. That's just kind of how it goes. But You know, if you offer suggestions, I'm very grateful because it legitimately helps me figure out what I should be doing. And you know, the other thing is this YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel are kind of just a hobby. Like, I'm not making any money from them. So, and I don't foresee me making any money from these channels. It's not something I expect. And you know, so it's just kind of a hobby. It's something I like doing. Same as tech. It's kind of a hobby. It's something I like, you know, keeping up with. So I'm gonna make mistakes. If you have suggestions, just try not to be too mean to my fragile self. No, that's okay. If you guys want to be mean, more power to you. It's, you know, some of the mean comments, they get through more than the nice comments. Like, so I've had tons of nice comments already on my videos, and you know, my channel is extremely small, so I'm happy to be getting any attention at all. Like, I mean, I don't expect you guys to watch. I just created these videos because I want to make them. That's kind of why I don't that's kind of why I don't know how to put this. I don't know. How do I put this? I can't come up with words. I don't expect attention. It doesn't put me off when you guys say something mean. And you know, it's a free country, you know, and you can say what you want, and I respect that. Some people are, you know, I would say more tactful, I guess. Some people are more direct, and sometimes directness can come across as, you know, antagonistic. But, you know, I try to keep that in mind. Oh, I was trying to eject. And I was shooting before I tried to eject, which was a bad idea. You guys are just watching me die over and over again. I've only got 10 kills, man. My KD ratio is probably super low right now. But I don't care. That's the fun of this game, you know. I could just sit back and relax and have a good time. And I you know, even though I sound kind of down in so far, I'm really not. I'm just you know, considering my poopy. I didn't realize we were that close. I'm just considering the changes I could make to my channel. You know, some things that might help it along. I mean, so I make these videos for myself, but it's not like I don't enjoy it when you guys watch and like what I make. So, you know, it's kind of a balance. I wanna grow the channel. I want it to, you know, it'd be nice if I earned money from it, but it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. It's a hobby. And I'm fine with it being a hobby. See, look, I'm to the point where I'm getting all-in comments, and my brother's like, why are you getting all-in comments? Shouldn't you be getting, like, super rares? I think you're guaranteed a super rare. I think that's what he told me. And I'm getting all-in comments. That's okay. I like the uncommons. This one's nice. Ooh, I like that one. That looks like it would be a Christmas item. Like, they had Christmas customizables and what do they call them? Look at how good it looks. Oh my gosh. It looks so good. Like, you know, I ragged on the GPU, but it like, so I got it fixed now. It's just working great. And it's working the same as when I got it, basically, which was great. And it just makes the game look so beautiful. Like I play this on the Steam Deck, and it looks good. Like especially since it was added to Steam, it looks really good. But you know, you switch over to the 1440p screen at 144 hertz at ultra settings, and it's like, it's not even the same game. It's not even the same game. But I do enjoy it on the Steam Deck a lot. I am exceptionally bad at this character. Yep. Especially with controller. Oh! Mommy. Ooh. See, look, Zomtree. That's one of the Christmas usables. What do you call them? No! I was trying to be sneaky. I definitely prefer this channel. I don't know if you've noticed, but I prefer this channel to my main channel, which has 649 subscribers. I like making this content more than I like making music content. I mean, occasionally I get the itch to make something music related, but it's not nearly as often as I want to like talk about tech. Like that's why I'm going into music, or not. I'm not going into music. That's why I'm going into computer science instead of music, is because I prefer to talk about tech, and I prefer to play video games. But you know, it's not like music isn't still a passion for me. So I do post over there occasionally, and you know, I feel kind of bad for the subscribers that are over there, because I feel like I'm not really offering them what they came for. Like, most of the people subscribe because they saw my my Son Venus Kalimba video, which in my opinion is not that good of a video. Like I think I messed up. I think I messed up on that video at like more than one time. And so I don't think it's that good of a video. But you know, that's what most people subscribed for, and I'm not really doing Kalimba videos anymore over there, just because I kind of ran out of ideas to, you know, I ran out of things to do on the Kalimba. I ran out of Minecraft songs, and that's what I think people came for. They came for the Kalimba Minecraft songs because it sounds nice. But you know, it's not like I can create more Minecraft songs. I'm not C418. I'm not a music composer. I'm not super talented with music. I just kind of, you know, and you know, people always ask me on that channel, why, or can you post the notes? Can you give me the tabs? Can you tell me what this would be on my Kalimba? Can you? And I'm thinking, I don't know. Do you know how I got the notes for this? I literally just plucked the notes until I heard the song. It took a long time for me to get it right. So you know, and the other thing is, like, if you're watching it anything greater than 720p, the chances you are, because it's only short, you can see the notes and the tabs on the screen. So if you want to know, just like, no offense to the people that have asked me this. Like, I've answered some of these comments, and I don't do it angrily, you know. It's just like, you know, it's there. If you want the tabs, you can just look at the, like, if you want it that badly that you're gonna comment, you could have just looked at the they're not taking over. What? Come on. That stinks. That stinks. That stinks. Stinks. Yeah, if you want it badly enough to comment, you could have like just looked at the video and it's right there. And that's literally like, I don't remember what the tabs were. So what I do to answer those comments is just look at the video. You know, I rewatch the video. And oftentimes I don't even give them like the full tabs list because I can't. Okay. I'm stuttering like crazy, but I don't have the time to go through and, you know, write down every tab for every single commenter that asks me. You know, so, you know, it's a different world. It's a different world. I feel like you have a few different kinds of people in the world. You have the kind of people that, you know, are willing to do the research and just figure things out. You know, they're capable. Like, the people that commented on my last AMD graphics card video are obviously way more experienced with AMD and NVIDIA than I am. You know, they were offering suggestions, and they're, you know, they obviously more willing to do the research than I am. So you have those kind of people, and then you have the kind of people that ask what kind of tabs you're using on your Kalimba video that has the Kalimba on the screen with the tabs being pressed right in front of you. So I don't know. And I don't think they're. I don't know. Maybe the people don't have the time. Like, my siblings aren't willing to do the research to figure out how to solve their problems on PC and so on. Like, they're not willing to research products to buy with like Amazon money that they get for Christmas. They're not willing to. You know, figure out what the best laptop is for them to buy. Like, I have to do pretty much all of that. Like, and that's fine. I guess it's just different interests. It must be. It must just be different interests. I'm interested in tech, they're not. They're interested in like drawing and strategy. And what is my little sister interested in? I couldn't tell you. So I don't know. I don't think one is like necessarily better than the other. Like, my sister is a fantastic drawer. And she watches videos, and she has her own art style, and she's just the best there is, I think. And I couldn't be bothered. Really, I couldn't be bothered. I don't care about drawing at all. I mean, I kind of wish I could, like, draw, but that's just kind of like, oh, I wish I could do this, you know, immediately be good at it. Which, you know, it's not productive in any way. And she doesn't care about tech at all. She doesn't, you know, nobody in my family upgrades their graphics drivers. Nobody does. And it's probably not as big a deal as, you know, I'm making it out to be. But, you know, if you're not even willing to, like, go into the NVIDIA, whatever you call it, graphics driver or software. Oh, that sucks. You know, it kind of says something about what you care about. You know, updating your graphics drivers, maintaining your computer is not something you care about. What the heck? It looks like that foot soldier just got caught in that gravity grenade. well. Hooray, I took a screenshot. Just what I wanted to do. I'm not doing that bad. Look at these little fountains I've got on my hands. Aren't they so cute? I'm so bad at this character. Ah! No. I'm gonna die to that guy, I'm sure of it. Oh, maybe not. I'm gonna die to somebody else. Of course. I am almost certain I got that guy. I don't know what's going on. Something weird. I'm gonna have to watch that back. I didn't even get it. Lame. I don't use dark garlic that much, so this is kind of a new experience for me. But dark garlic's pretty good. I usually use artichoke though. I've been upgrading a lot of characters recently. I'm just noticing that almost all my characters are, what is it called? It's not epic. It's elite. Elite, yeah, elite. Almost all my characters are elite. I heard that. Dang. Man. I'm playing extra bad. See, this game has a lot of little details in it that you'd never notice unless you were looking. Which is super cool. I gotta hide somewhere so I can, like, not die. While I'm dark garlicing. I would say I'm tech novice. I don't know that much, but I've always been the techie one. Like, you know, the one that grandparents go to get help with their phones or their computers or, you know, I've always been that guy. And, you know, I've kind of embraced it. I'm happy to do things like that for family, for sure. like just yesterday, I dealt with AT&T because we were having a heck of a time unlocking our phone. That was insanely lucky. I did not let go of the trigger. And that was a disaster. But, I was happy to do it because we were giving it to my grandma. We're gonna call my grandma. And, you know, that's kind of how I've always been. I don't mind working on tech items, troubleshooting, figuring out what's wrong. Even if it takes me now a few hours to figure out. Which is, it's kind of why I bought the AMD GPU. Like, I didn't think it would be a problem when I bought it. Like, I didn't think I'd have a lot of issues. And to be fair, like, I haven't had that many issues with it. But I figured compared to AMD or compared to Nvidia, I would have to like do a little more work. Just because, you know, I've heard stories about the graphics drivers not being good out the gate, and I've heard a few things. So, you know, but I didn't know what to expect. But I was ready. I was ready to deal with it. That's why I bought it. You know, I watched some guy called, I don't know if I already said this, but I watched some guy named Skizzleman on YouTube. And he just doesn't have any time for anything outside of what he already does. The heck? My sister's drawing stuff and sending it to me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I watched Skizzleman. He doesn't have time to do anything outside of what he already does. That's what I already said. I don't think I could recommend an AMD GPU to him. I mean, first of all, because you know, I've tested like the encoders on the AMD GPU because I've had to upload to YouTube, and I feel like my old 1660 was faster at encoding than this new GPU is. Something's suspicious about that. Yeah, I don't see me like recommending an AMD GPU to him just because, well, he'd probably not have, he would, if an issue came up, he wouldn't have the time to troubleshoot. So, you know, Nvidia, and he probably needs, you know, the 7900 XTX can't really compete with the 4090. So if he ended up with a 4090, he would probably be better off. Because the kind of streaming he does, like his bitrate sucks. I don't know, that's probably just his internet, but I don't know. He'd probably be better off with a more powerful GPU overall. And he streams somewhat demanding games. I mean, Minecraft is getting to be demanding. Like, if you download the Hermitcraft world download and you like try to play it on your PC, it's pretty rough. And I don't know if that's just because it's not a server anymore, like maybe the Hermitcrafters have it easier. Because I'm pretty sure Etho only has like a 2070 in his rig. I don't know. if you're as limited on time as like Skizzleman is, time is money, and you don't have time to do anything outside what you need to get done. So I don't know. I couldn't see him with a AMD card. And that's just based on my experiences. Like, I've heard some people, like some of the people in the comments, say that they haven't had any trouble, and if that's the case, like, I don't know. The problem with life is we're each like 1 in 8 billion, so our experiences are not always the universal, and all we can do really is like share our experiences, and if they don't align, we know something's wrong. So if my experiences don't align with the overall experiences of people that have AMD GPUs, then something's wrong. Probably. Overall, the experience should be good. If mine don't line up. Although, you know, I make it sound like my experiences have been terrible with it, and really they haven't. I think I've gamed on this machine more than I had on my 1660. So maybe it's just like I got all my issues all at once. You know, in 1 week, and that's been my problem, is just having issues all at once. But you know, they're not that bad, and I haven't had they're not the universal. They're not whoa. I've only had the issues that I outlined in the video. So other than that, it's been working perfectly. So all things considered, it's not really that many problems. You know, you get a couple. It's like having bad, like nasty comments. You know, when you have mostly good comments and then a few nasty comments. The nasty comments stick out more because they hurt more than the good comments make you feel good. You know, so it might be like that, where my perspective's a little bit off kilter. And I try to mitigate that, but it's not a whole lot I can do. And this is such solid performance right now. That'll probably be the last game though. I want to eat lunch. And we're 1 hour and 14 minutes into this. Whoa. That cactus had some crazy emo. Okay, return to backyard. I need a drink too, man. I forgot to bring a drink with me. Let's check out my stats so I can brag about how good I am after being bad. Most assists, 287. Highest streak, 37. Most vanquishes, 1,085. Most played, 7 hours. That's crazy. Almost 8 hours on this regular Super Brains. Most healing, regular scientist, 14,000. Most revives, regular scientist, 109. That's the most taunts I've had to do. Most first strikes, 4. Really? I haven't played as Party Brains that much. I want to check my plant stats. I'm really only now getting the proper tools I need to record videos in general. So, you know, I'm happy that I'm finally like getting what I need to record half decent videos. And I hope the quality makes things a little bit better. Okay, this makes no sense. I hate regular Citron. I don't like Citrons. I'm bad at Citrons. That's probably why I have the most time, actually. Because I don't like them and I'm bad at them, so I don't level up quickly. Almost 9 hours. What was the zombie? It was like 7 hours? Almost 7 hours? This is almost 9, man. It's ridiculous. Okay, most vanquishes. Stuffy flower, that's kind of embarrassing. Not gonna lie. Highest streak, 42 is fire cactus. The most bestest cactus everest. Most assists, 369. I do quite like barbecue corn. He's probably one of my favorite plants. Most healing, fire flower. Is that fire flower? I think that is. Revives, 178. Post vanquish taunts, 11. Oh, that's kind of embarrassing. That's kind of embarrassing. You know, it must be because I had, you know, the quest, you know, this one, where is it? This one, yeah, show off. See, I don't taunt people after I kill them, because that's a jerk move. I haven't even done this one because I don't do it that much. I only do it when I remember to do this quest. Anyway. Most first strikes, 6. So fire cactus is like my main, basically. Great. Oh, well, it was fun talking tech. I'm happy with my purchase. If you're considering an AMD card, just know that you may have hiccups if your rig is anything like mine. Overall, though, it's been really good. I'm just kind of like reflecting on my last video, elaborating on it a little bit. Nothing I said in the video was untruthful. I don't think. I hope not. But you know, the reaction to it was a little stronger than I expected. I don't think that the people that commented watched the whole video before they commented. Like, some of them were missing details, you know. But that's okay. I do that all the time, and you know, it's just part of being human and having our own experiences with different purchases and tech items and stuff. So I enjoyed playing this game today with you guys, and I hope you come back for more, even if you didn't like that last video, or if you did. You know, it's all water under the bridge. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.